Echo Teka, first yesterday, first class thousandaire. Hit that like button for some good luck today. I got rid of some gold again. I didn't sell it. I traded it. Let me pour a hot cup. I'll show you what I got. You just can't eat or drink in a car if you really want to keep it clean. I don't. Cheers to you, friendo. This cup, silly but durable. All right, I got some poured silver to add to my very small poured silver stack. Okay, so I gave the guy a 1/10 gold eagle and $28. This is a total of 8.9 troy ounces of silver. Plus the $28 made it a pretty even swap, spot-wise. I feel pretty good about the trade. I mean, the gold and silver ratio is pretty high, about 80-1. These particular poured silver pieces were made by Silver Dragons, I believe. And I gotta say, whoever made them, good job. Splendid. This is about as aesthetically pleasing as silver can get. For me, at least. And for now, I guess. I mean, taste, it changes. 3.2 troy ounces. I'm not afraid of odd weights and measurements. I mean, I did just buy 2 1-gram bars of gold. What's grams? The metric system? It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm going to be adding these to the other pirate-like coins that I have. I like how these even have toning on them. They're beautiful. I just want to buy something with them, pay with it, and just walk out, and they'll be like, who was that guy? Can't do it, though, you know, with the whole Gresham's Law thing. Look at this. This one's really nice. Looks like a Grim Reaper's son or something. I really do not want to get the poured silver bug. This stuff is such high premium, and I get it. It's labor intensive, but when it's time to sell, you can take quite the haircut. By all means, let me know what you think in the comments below. And you hit that like button, right? Gratitude. You're always generous with the likes, friendo, and it's much appreciated. I don't feel bad trading a bit of a high premium gold for these very high premium poured silver rounds. After I got these, I looked up how much I could get more for on eBay. Yeah, expensive. And there really were not many available. Like I said, I did already have a couple of poured rounds. Wow, I think I bought these almost a decade ago. And I gotta say, they still got it. Yeah, they're contenders, all right. It's not easy to maneuver these with one hand to show you. They're heavier than they look. Or maybe they do look heavy. 3 troy ounces each. You can see the pour lines on the back, an antiqued finish, and a stamp from MK Bars, spelled with a Z. That's where I bought these, directly, many years ago. I need another hot cup. Check out this vintage Stanley thermos. It's been a year, and I've saved over $2,000 packing my coffee for work and not stopping in drive-thrus. And I'm sure I've saved over an hour each week in time. That's over 50 hours in a year. And that's probably rounding it down, I'm sure. Oh, and the coffee is better. So many people out there are willing to give you some not financial advice on how to stack some silver and gold, but they don't actually tell you how to do it. They may talk about what kind you should buy and where you should buy it from. They really like to talk about that one. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be they have bullion dealer sponsors? No bias there. The real way to buy and stack gold and silver has nothing to do with where you buy it, websites, coin shops, or how you buy it, checks, or money orders. What really matters is maximizing your income and minimizing your expenses. Not the most exciting topics, I know. But the rewards are very real. Also, you don't need to become a pro at timing the market. Let me tell you something. They've been fighting in the Middle East ever since I was a baby. And before that, I'm sure. And I'm also pretty sure the country's been fiscally irresponsible for my whole life as well. If you truly do want to stack, I'm going to tell you something very important. Listen up. You got to tune out others. And by that, I mean comparing yourself to them. It's okay if one day you find that 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run, and you missed the starting gun. Just start now. Colonel Sanders didn't get rich till after he retired. Apparently, he saw his first Social Security check, and he said, I got to do something about this. I can't live like this. So he sold chicken recipes to stores for a cut of the profit. You really don't know how fast your wealth is going to grow. It doesn't just grow linear. It also goes exponential. So try to be optimistic, would you? I'm sure you already know this. But this message, we got to hear it again and again. I've said this before. Set a goal. Set a time that you'd like it completed by. And then reverse engineer it until you have small bite-sized actions that can give you daily or weekly habits. By drawing up the blueprint, you see that it's possible. You don't just build a house. You gotta draw it first. Look, I'm amazed that I even got one of these centenarios, okay? I remember when I had none. And then once I had one, I made the goal. I thought it was crazy because I had to make big goals because I read this book by Brian Tracy about goals, and I made a goal. Get a roll of them, 20. And look, I know some people probably don't believe me, but I don't make much cash. Someone recently commented upper poor. Yeah, right. I am. I refuse to call myself middle class until I have at least a washer and dryer in my home. And a driveway. And a dog. And I'll call myself upper middle class when I have a garage to pull the car in. Maybe a 2-car garage. And a swimming pool. And maybe one day I'll call myself rich when I have complete control of my time and I get to choose exactly who I want to be around and I don't have to eat my food fast. I can eat it slow. That'll be nice. Anyhow, a roll of centenarios, okay? Each one, a roll is 20 and each centenario is 1.2 troy ounces of gold. Okay, so that's a big goal. We all know right now, gold is not cheap. Each one, it's like buying a used car. But I made the goal, all right? I figured out that I could have it in 10 years if I bought one every 6 months. And it would actually be less than 10 years because I actually had 1 or 2 of them at the time. Remember I said reverse engineer it? I figured if I set aside $100 a week, that would pretty much take care of it. That's $14.29 a day. You see what I mean? Fairly bite-sized goals. That $14 a day, you could just make a change as simple as packing a bagged lunch and brewing your own coffee instead of stopping off at a drive-thru or 2 each day. Bam! The acquisition of a roll of gold centenarios is now in motion. Although, since inflation, now I save $125 each week. That's $17.86 a day. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's not the hardest either. I had some drinks one night a couple weeks ago after I completed my 12,000 steps for 90 days in a row. Yeah, I did it. Anyhow, who am I kidding? I like to have some smokes when I drink. So I bought a pack of cigarettes. They were $13 and some change. What the heck? I only had like 3 or 4 of them and haven't had any since. Or any drinks. I can't afford to have any drinks. I'm on day 5 now, 15,000 steps a day. Anyway, my point is, so if you're still a smoker and you're smoking like a pack a day, just put them down. You have so much gold, it's ridiculous. Your teeth and gums will start to look better too. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's good for your lungs as well. But whatever, you're an adult. All I'm saying is, don't complain about not having anything if you're burning cash, okay? Sorry, I went off on a tangent. I just couldn't believe the smokes were $13 already. Not because I had to pay for that one pack, but it was like an M. Night Shyamalan movie when I realized how much they cost, and then I thought about all the people complaining that I see smoking outside. I'm like, wow, they spend that much on those cigarettes? It just dawned on me. I'm like amazed. So if someone complains to you, especially if they have a cigarette dangling out of their mouth about money, do yourself a favor and just walk away from them. $13, that's like 65 cents a smoke. If you walked by and you saw me setting a dollar bill on fire and I was complaining about money, I mean, would you think I'm a crazy person? Again, if you smoke, I'm not attacking smokers, all right? If you have the cash for it, knock yourself out. Like I said, you're an adult. And it's not just smoking. I mean, obviously, some bad habits that cost a lot are drinking or going to restaurants all the time. Oh, man, don't even get me started on restaurants. I think you're probably better off smoking than eating in restaurants. I've never been shopping at the grocery store and I'm like, oh, look, some corn oil or some canola oil or soybean oil. Let me put this in the cart. Yet, I can pretty much guarantee you that's what you're getting from every restaurant, no matter how good you think it is. If you have to choose only one DIY for your life, I would make my own food. That's just what I would choose. I'd let someone else fix the car, or the toilet, or the sink. Hey, if you're still here, you're enjoying yourself, all right? Hit subscribe, and I'll be back. You'll see some more. You're gonna like the videos, I promise. Or your money back. Just kidding. And a friendly reminder, just check, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. This is work. Put a like in the tip cup, and I'll be sure to come back. I really do like the likes. I'm going to go to work soon. I'm going to see how the video did, and as that likes goes up, that's it. That is it. Thousand Air Radio, wicked job. Goodbye, friendo. I'm off to work now. I gotta go to my jobby. I hope you have an awesome day. Hasta manana.